Good day, everyone. Our lesson is about the ethics of technology in education. So, basically, when we define the word ethics, it talks about the moral principles. When we say moral principles, it is concerned with what is morally good and bad and what is morally right and wrong. So, kung ano yung dapat ginagawa ng tao, kung ano yung dapat na behavior meron siya. But when we talk about the ethics in technology, it simply refers to the moral principles kung paano ginagamit dapat ang technology, for example, in the classroom. So, in this lesson, we will focus or we will further discuss the accountability, digital rights, privacy, or even the data protection when we use technology in a classroom setting. So let's start with the technology in education.
Good day everyone, I'm CJ Nava and I will be the first reporter of Ethics of Technology in Education. So, technology in education. So, children learn about ethics in school from their first day of kindergarten. The teacher tells them the rules and the reason for rules. They learn not to cheat or hurt each other. Oh, because children should always know the difference between school and their home. So we can say the difference is a slight difference, but it is difference and it is essential or important to obey. So, however, the advent or the arrival of technology in the classroom adds complexity in classroom ethics. So why? Ayan. Many students begin playing with the device before entering elementary school. So every student's experience with using the technology and the internet differs. So the difference between technology and internet is we can say that technology is the gadgets we students use, while the internet is the access to the interactive part of the technology. So every student is different in using technology because some are we can say some are gaming or and some students are learning. So some parents may forbid online interactions unless the child has permission, and some may not allow children to connect to the internet without a parent around. So why? Because we can't control them since they are in the internet world. Because we don't know if the site or the data they are using are harmful or not. So that's why some parents avoid it. So that's only for my part, and thank you everyone.
Good day, ma'am and classmates. I'm Emmanuel Napoles and I'm here today for the continuation of Introduction in Ethics and Technology in Education. So, since the arrival of technology along with its benefits, it also brought ethical issues for its beneficiaries. The same way, students are inevitably faced with the decision to learn and uphold ethics in real life. The youth were shocked in the face of issues such as cyberbullying and copyright issues. Teachers encountered some kind of a culture shock by having to compete with the ways and means of technology as teaching devices, as well as their own skills in utilizing it. And so, Christopher McGilvery from Angela State University in Texas formulated an acronym to help teachers and guide students to easily remember ethics in technology in modern times. And so, the following pages will contain all those acronyms. Thank you.
So, what do you think? What kind of ethics should we apply when we are using technology in our classroom? So, I am Ariel Erica Suleiman and I will discuss the first two ethics we should apply when we are using technology in our classroom. So, una, we should take care of technology equipment. With malware and virus running rampant, students must learn to watch what they download, click, and share. So, if we are in a computer room, yung mga ICT room, if our school have that kind of facilities, so dapat as an instructor we should also observe what our students doing while they are having their manuals and doing such things in front of their computer. Dapat we give them precautions that they must watch what they are doing, what they are clicking, what they are downloading, and everything they do in the computer may affect the whole system. So number 2, explore appropriate and safe sites for learning and research. So let me read first. Many websites contains inaccurate or false information. Teachers can provide a list of approved websites. Students need to learn how to evaluate websites and assess whether they can trust the content. So bilang educator, dapat we give them links kung saan ito yung mga website, yung mga site na appropriate. This website could contain or give information na totoo lamang at hindi mag-mislead sa ating mga studies na dapat nating inaaral. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, even the things that you think or the sites that you think na appropriate yung pinuproduce nila or tama or katotohanan lang ang pinuproduce nila, minsan nag-lead din sila or nag-produce din sila, nagpa-publish din sila ng mga things na which is very misleading and giving students a false information kung saan nafe-feed yung minds ng mga estudyante natin. So, exploring appropriate and safe sites for learning and research, dapat dito mas mataas or mas binibigyan natin precaution ng ating mga estudyante. So, that's it for my part. So, let's move on.
Okay, so I'm Maria Shala Navarro. So next we have self-image is important. So allow me to read first. Without seeing faces, people can easily overshare in a digital world. So i-relate natin ito on how we used different social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and so on. So dun pa lang makikita na natin kung paano yung galawan. Like, for example, ito nga, sasabi dito na kahit hindi mo kilala or hindi kayo related sa Facebook, as long as nakarelate ka dun sa specific content or post niya, pwede mo yun i-share. Na makikita din ng other friends mo hanggang sa i-share niya din. So, yun, random sharing na. So, that is the purpose of digital world or having a life with the use of technology online. So, kids need to learn how future employers look up candidates' social media accounts to see how they represent themselves in public. That is why self-image is important. Dito pa lang, malalaman mo na kung sino or ano yung tao as a person. Kung ito ba ay trustworthy or not. Kung ano yung about life niya, yung mga about infos niya. Ma-stalk mo siya easily na, ay, si ano, ganito pala siya. Si ano, mahilig sa ganito. So, ayun. So, through self-image, madidistinguish mo na kung sino yung tao. Kung baga magkakaroon ka na ng background information about him or her as a person. So, ayun. That is also, self-image serves as identity online nga. So, next we have make use of netiquette. So, netiquette comprises the rules of an online community. So, netiquette is a combination of the words network and etiquette. Simply, it is a set of rules for acceptable online behavior. So, kahit na tayo ay sa digital world, importante pa rin yung behavior natin online. So, Slappy writing in online forums, device distraction while in conversation, and sending of unsolicited emails are a few examples of poor netiquette. So, under netiquette, we have the good and bad netiquette. So, let us know what is the difference of the two. So, good netiquette examples are be cautious with sarcasm, never send spam, use good grammar, consider your email address, don't type in all caps. So, yung palang mga yon is under ni ay good netiquette. Under siya ni good netiquette. So, another is keeping your personal information off the internet as possible. So, ayun yung isang example ng good netiquette. So, kapag may nakita kayong random post na puro caps lock, and ma-consider natin siya as bad netiquette. Kasi nga, don't type in all caps eh. Yun yung isa na siyang bad behavior towards sa online world. 'Di ba? So, ito, kailangan aware tayo sa mga do's and don'ts na pwedeng i-act mo sa digital world. So, while in bad netiquette, we have the use of bad words, sending spam, stealing others people's stuffs like passwords and files. So, ayun yung mga bad netiquette. Another is not respecting people's privacy. It's something to do with sharing information about someone na wala man lang permission to do so. That is considered a bad netiquette. So that is why learners need to understand the difference of the two, of the good and bad netiquette. Para, kasi, hindi pwede yung gamit lang kayo ng gamit ng mga social media apps. Kailangan, kahit na familiar ka sa mga to, kailangan pa rin na use it ethically para to avoid para irespeto ka rin ng iba. So, ganun lang din naman yung gusto mo. So, ayun nga. So, makikita naman natin sa online world, same lang din on how different people interact on a daily basis. Sinishare lang nila kung ano yung gusto nilang i-share about a specific case or respect na lang, or parang to see is to believe and think before you click kapag sa technology or sa digital world. So that would be all for my part. Thank you.
So, for the continuation of our report, so my name is Najin Abril, and for the next is always give credit to original source. So, like citing references in term papers, students learn about the importance of using online citation to respect copyright laws and screw plagiarism. So the question is, so why it is important to provide citations? So it is because it gives proper credit to the authors of the words or ideas that you incorporated into your paper, and also it allows those who are reading your work to locate your sources in order to learn more about the ideas that you include in your paper. And also in here, we avoid the plagiarism. When we say plagiarism, it is presenting someone else's work or ideas as your own, with or without their consent, by incorporating it into your work without full acknowledgement. And also, this plagiarism is very illegal in our country and over the world. So that's why giving credits is very important. Next is remember to be effective, thoughtful, and ethical digital creators. So as teachers can incorporate assignments that use digital use in the classroom. So we have different types of digital use that we can use in the classroom, like the televisions, presentations, PPTs, computers, tablets, smartphones, and other types of digital use. So this allows students to learn how to use technology responsibly with teachers' oversight. Because teachers are the one who gives learning to their students to use the technology effectively through effectively, thoughtful, and know the ethical digital use of the technology.
Good day, I am Iralyn Mazon and I will be the last reporter of this group. The last letter of the acronym TechSmart is letter T, Think. Teacher can integrate TechSmart into their lesson plans and encourage students to think about technology's purpose in all digital interaction. So, makakatulong itong TechSmart sa mga students para mas maging wais sila, mas maging critical, and mas magkaroon sila ng open mind to the advantages and disadvantages of the technology. Makakatulong din ito para hindi sila mabiktima ng iba't ibang mga resources na makakasama for them. And dahil nga ngayon, mahalaga ang paggamit ng technology because ito na yung ginagamit sa kanilang pag-aaral. Kaya mahalaga na they know, they think kung paano ang tamang paggamit ng technology. The rapid pace of technology advancement makes it challenging for people to evaluate the ethical ramification of their actions in the digital space. Understanding ethical issues of technology in the classroom and remembering TechSmart helps students become ethical citizens in a digital world. So, ayun, these are the things that can help the students to navigate the ethical waters of their digital world. TechSmart. T for take care of technology equipment. E. Explore appropriate and safe sites for learning and research. C. Copyright law for use act and creative common matters. H. Help prevent cyberbullying. S. Self-image is important. M. Make use of netiquette. A. Always give credit to original source. R. Remember to be effective, thoughtful, and ethical digital creators. And last, T stands for think. And that would be all. Thank you for listening.
So to end this lesson, let me give you a quick and short conclusion or recap. So from what have been discussed, we've learned the common ethical rules that must be applied in all technologies when it is used or being used in a classroom setting. So first is it contributes to society or in student well-being, no? So it helps them to improve or to cultivate the importance of their self-image. Next is to avoid harm. So as mentioned earlier, technology or the ethics in technology prevents cybercrime or cyberbullying. So it also helps the students to have their honesty and be trustworthy, and also to be fair and take action and not to discriminate the works or the source of their information. And also it helps the students to respect the work required to produce new ideas, inventions, and creative works when they are in the learning process. So also, with the help of the ethical guidelines in technology, it also helps to respect the privacy and honor confidentiality of the sources of the information that is being used through the lesson or through the instruction of the student and teacher learning process. So that's all po for our report. Thank you.